walked on you. All of the things you said to me, it seems like you like me too. We can take it slow, make sure we do this right.
Alright, so today's video, I'm going to share with you guys some of the things that I did in 2022 and then things that I'm going to do in 2023. So today's video is just going to be an updated video of things that I did in 2022 and then some of the things that I want done in 2023 or some of the goals that I have for 2023 as in things that we want to do with our animals and our food prepping and stuff like that. So we have a lot of things that we have planned for us to maybe either start over or tie in more with what we already are doing. Some of the things that went on in 2022 were we still have our chickens and we still have our goats. So our goats and our chickens we've had for a couple years now. And last year I was on the search for getting a guinea hen and I wanted to get a couple of them and it ended up not working the way that I wanted it to. We did a couple rounds of hatching and I only got one. And the one that we got is a little handicapped. So we're not sure how long that one is going to last. And we had a period of time in 2021 where half our flock was taken out by a fox. So I thought by bringing in a guinea hen, it would do a lot more protecting around our chickens. So with a guinea hen, they make a lot of noise and they're very territorial and they like to help keep predators away. So I thought maybe I could hatch a couple and tie that in with whatever we have now. Well, it didn't work. So I ended up going and buying a guinea hen from someone else. So that one is in the mix with our chickens already. So I'm hoping that I will maybe be able to do more with that in 2023. So that is where we are right now. We are in January and I want to do a year cap of what possibly I want to get done for this next year. So as for our chickens, everybody knows about our egg issues and our egg shortage. During winter is like our hardest time for keeping up with eggs just because chickens don't lay as much in winter. And there was a big situation in spring of last year where a lot of the chickens, some of the chicken places shut down or were shut down. And so we lost a lot of chickens last year through different companies and different things. So when we knew that we wanted to have more chickens last year, I hatched out some more. So we have, I want to say like 60, but the other day I went out there and I counted and we don't have as many as I thought. I want to do more of that this year, but I will get into that in the second part of this video. For right now, I'm just sharing what we did for 2022. So with having a guinea hen, I was hoping that it would keep away other predators and stuff. And we had other issues with, like raccoons and possums and stuff going in our chicken coop, but never really taking out any of our chickens. So if we lost any animals, it was because of just natural causes. So last year also we bought 4 turkeys, we butchered turkeys and we butcher our chickens. So every year during springtime, I will get, I'll order a bunch of broiler chickens and then we will butcher them. And then I also do turkeys. So I did that now for 3 years. And this year I bought 4 in hopes that we were, maybe going to sell some. But all 4 of them ended up dying and we found out the cause through other people. So now with our turkeys this year, if we get turkeys, I'm going to do it a little different. I ended up getting 2 more turkeys later in the season and them are different than the ones that I was getting. So the ones that we have right now are heritage turkeys, I'll put a picture right here, versus the other ones, I'll put a picture here, are white ones. So we have the brown ones right now, and we will be butchering them in this year. And then also, I have some plans, hopefully with the turkeys and with our peacocks, but I'm going to go over that later. So right now, in a separate coop, we have our peacocks, our turkeys, and then the guinea hen that's not very functional. So we are going to be doing some stuff with them. And then the chickens, I'll probably order more chickens or hatch out chickens this year. I do have other things going on with our chickens this year. And then as for eggs, I have some stuff that I'm going to go over with our eggs. So one of the things that we did last year differently was I ended up getting 2 pigs last year, and we did that around, I think it was April, and we kept them until fall time, and then we had them butchered. So we still have meat and everything from them pigs. And I think the whole process overall was easier than what we expected. And then the cost of everything, I think we averaged it out to be around, I think it was like $1,200 or something like that for us to raise. I think it was $1,200. I don't think it was $2,400. I think it was $1,200 when I went through everything. With the feed and then the cost of the pigs. The cost of the pigs were $175 a piece, and then all the feed, and then what it costs to butcher them. So we ended up getting a deal when we had them butchered. We ended up finding someone that was able to do it for us. So we saved a lot of money with that. My goal is to some year have a cow. I know I have mentioned that in other years. We did purchase a quarter of a cow last year, and we just have a couple little pieces left from that. And them are things that we can possibly do again this year. So that is what we do for our animals. As for us with butchering, it'll be turkeys, our pigs, and then our broiler chickens. So them are the 3 things that we've did so far. If we ever learn how to do our own pigs eventually, that would be maybe something that we would look into. And then if we had a cow, we would also do that. But that is something that we got to prepare for and get ready for whenever. Like, my thing is, like I tell Lauren, like, I want to jump into it because I know that I could get a cow right now. I need him to put up fencing. It's winter, so we can't do that. We need fencing and stuff for other things around here. We want to upgrade a lot of things around here, but we need to plan it out first and make sure that it's going to be something that we can handle and prepare for. So that is fun and exciting in the animal part of what we've been doing. And then as for things that are going on in the house, I just want to do like a quick thing on Nash and Lachlan. If you guys have been following along, Nash and Lachlan needed to get their tonsils out. I mentioned it in some of the other videos. We went in a week ago yesterday it was. And the first couple days went really well. When they came out of surgery, Nash had a little bit harder time than Lachlan, as in anesthesia and stuff like that, but overall he came out of it and he was fine. And the first couple days they were eating, drinking, everything went great. And then it was the 6th day was our worst day at nighttime. As long as we kept up with pain medicine, they did really well. During the day, they were walking around, playing, and everything went great with their surgery. I did both of them at the same time so that I could get it over and done with, and we didn't have to deal with it at separate times. One of my kids had it done during COVID, and we had a different experience with him. So this way, this round with Nash Lachlan was a lot easier than my last child that had it done. So we are doing really well with eating. Some of the things that they're getting bored of, they're trying to see if they can have other things, and it ends up just hurting their throat. So they realize that they can't have certain things right now, but they are getting better. We haven't done school with them just so that they can rest and get better. The other kids are still doing school. So that is my recap on Nash and Lachlan getting their surgery done. I'm not doing a video only because I didn't know what the outcome was going to be, as in pain wise. I didn't want to put that on video, and I didn't want them to be embarrassed on the things that they were maybe going to go through with the surgery and stuff. So that is why I never shared the video with Nash and Lachlan getting their tonsils taken out. So I do have a little video here I'll put in real quick of their doctor visit that we did right before surgery.
In the store and buy ice cream and stuffed animals. We should keep it, and then we put it on, and then we shove ice cream in our mouth. That would be good. Oh, so instant. You said, hi, Gail. My name is Bobby.
Her name is not Bobby.
You said when we get tonsils out, we get ice. Yeah, I want to keep ice cream and stuff. That way, I love ice cream. You get ice cream and stuffed animals and ice cream. She's okay. So I'm gonna keep this in so I'm not so like this. We have an ice cream cone and we go, Mom, look what it can do. Put it down. You gotta put it down. You gotta listen to the doctor. The doctor put it like that. How do you know that? You gotta keep it down. The doctor put it on. No, who said? The doctor put it down. Oh. Okay, I actually won't now. It's like a cold.
That was just a checkup before they needed to have their surgery done, and then they ended up having to have a COVID test the week before, and everything came out good, obviously, because they were able to have the surgery. And we're hopes that the next week is gonna go better. And last night was great. They pretty much almost slept through the night, and then they only had medicine once last night, so they are doing great. So that is everything with Nash and Lachlan. So I'm going to go over some of the homeschool stuff now. I don't share a lot of homeschool stuff with you guys just because the kids want to be independent with their schooling. They don't want me to videotape a lot of the stuff that they're working on and doing, and I'm just not going to put that out there. When I did other videos, I've shared more of what I'm doing with the kids, or I did a video last year on unboxing my curriculum, and that video did really well, so I wanted to do more with it, and the videos that I did after that didn't go over very well. So I found that my homeschool stuff isn't something that I really want to keep sharing on my channel, but it is something that we do. I've been doing it for 17 years. I'm homeschooling 7 of the kids this year. Evelyn is not in school yet, so she will be tied in next year. One of my kids is graduating this year, and that is how our homeschool works. We get it done in the morning. They're actually out there right now getting their work done, and if they need me, then later I will fill in and try to get their stuff done. So that is pretty much what we do for school. Maybe every once in a while I'll put little clips in of some of the stuff that they're working on, but right now I have kids in pretty much every other year of schooling, and 2 in high school right now. So that is pretty much everything with school. So one of the things that I found, I think it was 2 years ago, if you go on Pinterest, they have these little school countdowns. With our school regulations, you have to have 180 days of school and then so many hours and stuff. So we keep a little countdown, and I just cross off the days that we do school. So we do it Monday through Friday. And then all of December I take off, and then we just make that up. So I don't count that in. So in this, I didn't take off December. We just work from get back on track, and then I start counting again. December is my hardest when it comes to homeschool, just because of the holidays and all the things that I do. So I don't school in December. I've struggled with that in many years, and it ended up making it hard for both of us. So we just stopped school altogether and just made it a fun month to celebrate. So that's what we do for that. We have one kid that is Okay, so let me just start. This is probably going to be a long video because I'm going to give you a whole life update of 2022, and then what I want to do for 2023. So if you guys like iced coffees, I'll leave the link for this down below. I have a video, or I'll leave the video because this is the one that we like to make for everyone. It's really, really good. Okay, so for life update for my kids. So my daughter, Victoria, she's 29. She will be 30 in the next couple weeks. She has 3 little girls, and they are the same ages as my youngest kids. So we have aunts and uncles and nieces and nephews, all like different ages intertwined at the same time. So that's the lineup with my oldest daughter. And then Blaine is going to be getting married to Megan this year. So we have that in July. And he does electrical work, and she is a first grade teacher in a nearby school. And then as for Gage is still in the house. He is a manager at Culver's, and this is his last year of homeschool. So we will be having a celebration for him probably in August. So right after my oldest son gets married, we will be doing a graduation party. So we have a lot going on this next year. And then Eli is 15. So Gage is 17, Eli is 15, and Eli will be 16 in the next couple weeks also. Him and my oldest daughter, their birthdays are only a couple days apart. So he is going for his license. We have some driving tomorrow he has to go. And then I think next week he has 2 more that he has to do. So we have a couple with that he has to get done, and he'll get his license. And then the next in line is Hudson. Hudson is 13, and Hudson will be... So with Hudson, we just got his braces on, if you guys saw that video. So he'll have his braces on for 2 years. And then as for Hudson, also when he turns 14, he wants to start to work at Culver's, also with Gage. And then I think that's when Eli's going to start working at Culver's also. So they'll just all ride together, or it depends on timing. And then with them being in school, their hours have to be a little bit different than Gage's, because Gage will be done with school and he can do whatever he wants. And then after Hudson is Miles. Miles is in 6th grade, and this is his first year that he was able to, I think this is his first year. Yeah, his first year that he was able to go to youth group, and he's been doing a lot of things with youth group and growing up as being with the big kids. So that is just a little bit on Miles, not much. But then Declan, he is 9. And all their birthdays start over now this year. And they all are on, how does it go? Like, okay, so it's all the even numbers, I think, this year. So yeah, Gage is 17, he'll be 18. Eli will be 16. Hudson will be 14. Miles will be 12. And then there's too many. Declan will be 10. So we always tease Declan because he's like, well, can I do things with the big kids or whatever? And we're like, not until you get into double digits. So when he turns 10, he can do a lot more bigger stuff with them. And then Nash and Lachlan are 7. They'll be 8. And Evelyn's the only odd one because it was the timing of when I had them. It was a little bit longer between the twins and Evelyn from when I had her. So she'll be 5. So she's out of the lineup with the boys and stuff like that, just because we waited a little bit after we had the twins. So Evelyn, there's a lot with Evelyn. Evelyn adds a lot to our family. But as for the twins, you know, with their surgery and everything. So that was one of the things that we wanted to get done this year, and we got that done. And then with them in school, they're just learning all the new stuff when it comes to being in 2nd grade. So that is what grade they are in. And then Evelyn, yeah, she is something else. A lot of people around her, she brings a lot of people joy. I don't share enough of her personality on here. Honestly, probably in the future, I don't know if she'll have a YouTube channel or not, but she definitely should, because of her personality, and the things that she does is funny, and she's very entertaining and outgoing and goofy, and her own personality altogether. So my husband said that if we would have had her first, we probably would have never had any more kids, because she just is very independent, very in charge, she thinks. So I just want to share a little bit with all the kids and stuff. But yeah, Evelyn is definitely different than most of my kids. So if you guys are new here, I have 10, and my oldest is a girl, my youngest is a girl, and then the 8 boys in between. So that is the lineup between them all. So my oldest is going to be 30, and my youngest is going to be 5. All right, and then as for the question, I know a lot of people have asked if we're going to have any more kids. I'm 46, my husband is 56, and I think we would have already been pregnant. I did have a miscarriage 2 years ago when I was around 7 to 8 weeks pregnant, and I lost that one. So with what my doctor thinks is, with my age right now, it might not be something that I'll be able to do easily anymore. And we are in a total different season now as for kids. So if it happens, we will be blessed. But if it doesn't happen, we will look into the future of all the things that we're going to be doing with the kids as they get older. So that is another viewpoint on that. So whatever comes of it is, you know, what we'll do with it. All right, so that is everything when it comes to the kids. I have to go get my paper. I'll be right back. One of the things that we also did this last year was I did a book review for this this guy on Instagram, and the name of the book was The Wendals. And it is a book from when he was, it was like from the 90s, and all the things that he experienced with his friends in the 90s. And a lot of it was kind of funny, because some of the things that they talked about in there bring back memories of like at that time. So it was really fun to read to the kids. So I didn't get to read the whole entire thing to the kids. I'll put a little picture here of what it looks like. If you guys are interested, I will leave a link down below. If you guys have some older teens, it's more suited for older teens, I think. There was some stuff in there that I had to kind of skip over a little bit, but the book overall is pretty good. A lot of adventure stuff, him and things that he did with his buddies and stuff in the 90s, and it was just something fun to read. I will leave a link and everything down below. If you guys want to follow him on Instagram, I think it's called The Wendals. I think that's what his title is on there also. And then he just shares his family and stuff on there. So go check out that. But yeah, if you guys are interested, I'll leave a link, and you guys can get it maybe for if you guys have any grandkids or kids in the teens that would be interested in learning a lot of things that these guys did during that time. So it's a pretty cool book. I will leave that down below. And then also, okay, so I talked about homeschool stuff, and then also my calendar. I have 2 different calendars. I have my calendar here, and then I also have my planner. So I used to not do planning at all, because I can't keep to a complete schedule, and I used to keep it in my head all the time. But this last year or so, I was doing more with YouTube, and I couldn't keep track of what the kids all needed to do versus what I needed to do with YouTube. So I started doing more planning. I just got a planner from TJ Maxx. It was on sale, and then it's everything in there that I need to keep track of. So I like to keep that at home and just kind of reference back to it. I do both. So whatever I put in there, I put in here. And this is my new calendar that I have up in the kitchen, and I already have the month already pretty much planned out. I had to go through the next couple months. I have everything filled out for that. I have a lot of bridal showers. I have a lot of weddings to go to this year, and I have to make some cakes for some of the weddings, and I have to keep track of all of that. We have birthdays now that are going to be starting. I work every other weekend, so we have to work around that. And then I will be watching my grandkids some nights during the weekend. So I have to write all that down. Otherwise, I'll completely forget everything that I have going on. So for the rest of the month, Eli has driving tomorrow. And then I have to make some food and stuff for my granddaughter's birthday party on Saturday. I have to work. And then we have guests coming over on Sunday. And then I work on Monday nights. And then Nash and Lachlan's follow-up appointment. And then I have the girls this weekend. And then also my kids never met my oldest boy's fiance's parents. So they're having us over at the end of the month with my oldest daughter, and we're gonna have a get together and stuff at their house. So that is gonna be my month of January. So I'm gonna share that with you. That's pretty much everything. My granddaughter's birthday was in the beginning of the month, and then I do hair on the side at home. So I had a couple of hair things that I had to do, and then the twins surgery. I did my grocery haul. So my grocery, when you guys do see my videos, sometimes they're like a week out or 5 days out. It all depends on the lineup. So the twins had to have their COVID test done on the 8th. I did my grocery pickup on the 8th. Then I worked Monday, and Tuesday is when they had surgery. So I needed to do the pickup on that day and do the video on that day. And then I think I put it out on Monday or Tuesday. I don't remember when I put it out. So when I do my videos, I have to plan it around either when the kids are done with school, right away in the morning. And then a lot of times I stay up until like 12 o'clock at night and edit my videos. It's the only time that I can concentrate and focus without the kids being by me. Also in the morning, I take time in the morning and I finish up some of the videos in the morning before we start school. So a lot of times I'm doing homeschooling, cooking, and editing videos mainly every single day. That's just, and then the kids help with chores and stuff. I'm not gonna go over chores in this video. We will do that throughout the year, and I will share more of that with you guys in other videos. But if you follow along, I've been doing chores with the kids for a long time now, and that is just something we do every day. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a quick recap of last year, and then I'll move on to 2023. So what we did for 2022 was we got peacocks. That was one of the things that I got last year. I'm also going to be hopefully breeding my peacocks, switching out some stuff with them. We're going to be putting fences up for them and changing things around with them, hoping to make money off of my peacocks. And then learning how to do sourdough. So we've been doing a lot of sourdough this last year. I was selling some of my loaves of bread. And then we made some soup mix last year. We do a lot of prepping, canning, dry canning, and I made up a couple things of soup mix. If I have a picture, I will put it right here if you guys remember that video. And then I also made taco seasoning. I'll put a picture right here. So my taco seasoning, actually I'm going to be changing it. I have to do we're done in the jar that we have. I didn't like the smoked paprika in it, so I'm going to use regular this time. But I'm gonna make more this time because we used it up so quick. So I'll probably do a big jar of that. And then I also want to share, okay, so I think that was it. So we did sourdough, soup mix, and taco seasoning, some of the newer things that I was experimenting with last year. And then the peacocks, like I said, we have to fence them in so that they don't get away. Right now, we just have them in a coop. As for my videos, the videos that went well last year and the ones that you guys are enjoying and other people are enjoying is my biggest viewed video is my air fryer videos. I don't tie in a lot of my air fryer videos because of how saturated YouTube is right now with air fryer videos, and mine end up picking up slowly. And I don't want to put a lot of effort into slow videos. So the ones that I have out there already are doing really well. My highest viewed one is my egg video, scrambled egg video, and my pancake video. I will put two pictures right here of what videos they are. I will link them down below, and you guys can go check out them videos. They are older videos from when I first started doing YouTube and air fryer videos, so they're a little outdated. Our kitchen is a little outdated in some of them videos also, so since then we've updated. Oh yeah, that's another thing that we did last year. We updated our kitchen. So that is all done. Our living room is done. We're just waiting for the ceiling to get done. So the egg video, the pancake video did really well last year. What I got my kids for Christmas always does really well. You guys seem to like that kind of stuff. And then grocery hauls is a given when it comes to high viewed videos. And then my prepping and pantry seem to do very well. I'm going to be tying in more cooking this year, but we always will have the pantry and prepping, and then fridge clean out and stuff like that will be some of my videos for this next year. But I just wanted to share with you guys my highest viewed videos from last year. When I did my homeschool unboxing one, like I said, that one went very, very well. It seems like a lot of people want to see what you're getting versus what you're using. So I'll tie in more of that this year. Okay, so for 2023, some of the videos I'm going to be sharing with you guys, you'll see them some of them videos before you see this one, so it'll make sense. How we're going to store our eggs this year. I did some preserving of eggs. I'll put a little picture right here what it looks like. And then making butter. Try to make our own butter and keep that on hand instead of buying butter. And then making our own cheese. We're going to be doing a bunch of videos on different styles of cheeses this year. We don't have our own cow to use our own milk, but I will be purchasing, hopefully in the future, some raw cow's milk. And then we'll be doing more cheese and different things with that. More recipes this year. A lot of people ask for Instant recipes, so we'll do more of them. And then as for canning, I'm going to be getting canning. So I have a bunch of canners. I have a water bath canner. I have the bigger canners. I just started learning how to do that last year. So I'm very kind of still new at learning how to can. We're going to do a lot this year because I'm going to be getting, I want to get 2. They're like $300 a piece, and I want to get 2 of them. And they're like an Instant Pot, but you can can with them and you can just walk away. You don't have to sit and play with the dial and keep your heat on a certain level. That is my goal this year, is to get 2 of them. We are going to start doing more with our greenhouse. I need to paint it. We need to get shelves in there. We're going to experiment with herbs and food for our animals and get our garden started. It's all going to be experiments here because we never started out from something. So when we did our gardens for the last how many years, we just put our seeds in and we didn't really do anything with it. So I'm going to try to do more in the greenhouse, and then also maybe see if we can do some winter greenhouse stuff too. So that's all later future stuff I will share with you guys in spring if I can get things up and going. As for the greenhouse, we have a she shed. We don't know what we're doing with it yet. That might be on the back burner of this next year. And then we will be selling chickens this year. I will be hatching out chickens to someone and trying to make money off of that also. I might be doing more of that this year. My goal is to bring in animals, hatch animals, and sell what we have, either for meat. We raise them for people, and then they just purchase them off of us. That is my goal on making extra money this year. I know when I said that about storing eggs, I know a lot of people get a lot of eggs during the normal season, and then winter they don't have any. And this way you can store them and then have eggs throughout the winter. So that is a video that I will be sharing with you guys. You probably already will see that one. But that's pretty much everything that I'm going to do for 2023. So if you're interested in any of that, please subscribe and then make sure you hit the notification bell, because then you guys will get notified when I put videos out. So if you guys have any suggestions and things that you want to share, put them down below. I know I put it out there, some things that I was going to maybe share with you guys in 2023. I want to teach you guys how to do things independently, as in, okay, kind of off the subject for a little bit. So I was telling my husband that, you know, all the things that we do as in prepping is all based off of what Lauren brings in and all the things that he already knows, or things that I bring in and I want to do as in prepping and storing food and different things. But here's the thing, when you have, when Lauren's just doing it, then I feel like I'm not actually learning how to do it by myself. So this year I want to be able to share with younger women, older women, on how to be independent when it comes to things. Because I told them, like, you know, there's a lot of times like he's gone, and if something were to happen, I don't know how to do it. He needs to do it. So like, how do you cook if we lose electricity? That was one of the things that I put out there. I want to be able to just, you know, do that. And he says to me, just go outside and use the grill. Well, a lot of times us women are intimidated by stuff like that. So I want to be able to purchase things that I can use on my own that is going to be suitable for me and make things easy for me if I have to feed the kids, and not fuss with something that's brand new and I don't know how to use. Now my kids know how to use the grill, but what if my kids aren't home? And I want to be more independent, as in if something were to happen, that I can do a lot of it on my own also. So we will be sharing some of that with you guys this year, before maybe winter next year, on things if you lose power because of winter storms and you need to know how to cook, things that you can store, as in prepping that maybe you wouldn't think to store. And I will go through that through this whole season. So I have a lot on my mind when it comes to that. I have a lot saved in Pinterest right now. If you guys want, you also can follow me on Instagram. I share a lot more different things on Instagram that I don't share with you guys on a regular basis, just because it's quick daily things that I like to, you know, share. Like if the kids are coloring something, making something, I just put it up in stories. Sometimes I put recipes on Instagram. If you want to check it out, it's 10 Kids in a Garage, and you should be able to find me over there. And then, like I said, I do a lot of stories and stuff. But that's pretty much everything that I wanted to share with you guys today, as in 2022 and 2023, life update, all the things that are going on. I don't share a lot of that with you guys throughout the year, so I want to put it all in one video on what this year is going to be like. And if you guys have any ideas for me, just leave them in the comments down below. So, all right, so hopefully you guys liked today's video. Don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.